Orlando Magic have just upset the Detroit Pistons. Detroit basketball. 112-101 in game one of the matchup between the first seed and the 8th seed. And yeah, dog, like, where has this Banchero been? First of all, Detroit have lost 10 consecutive games at home in the postseason. The last win was against Boston in 2008. Like, that is not a record to have. Like, they need to get that off their back quickly. And I think game two, they will do it. But this game is all about Banchero. I don't know where this Banchero has been. Coming into the game, their coach Jamal Mosley had said that one of the things he realized about last year when they played us and they lost to us 5-1 is that having a bad first quarter can really cost you the series, to be honest. Like, having multiple of them, and they came out firing. They had 35 points against the Detroit's 27. And I think the person who just epitomized that was Jalen Suggs. His offense, his defense. This guy has become such a solid three-point shooter. I watched him in the game against us, the 82nd game of the season. And honestly, I hadn't watched too much of him. But, and he had been injured for most of the season. So, like, coming back, I was just like, it's still Jalen Suggs. But, yo, bro, the way he's shooting, it's his form, the way it's coming off his hand is just really beautiful. It looks like he really worked on his lower body because he has a lot of, once he lets go of the ball, like, the core stability, the way he comes back down is solid. This guy worked on his three-point shot. But it wasn't just that. It wasn't just his threes. It was his defense. The fact that anytime he's matched up against Cade Cunningham, he's going at him. And he was just so special in the first quarter. It felt like it was him. Then third quarter was Banchero. Then fourth quarter was Wagner, who also came to play. Wagner finished with 19 points, a 9 plus minus, played 32 minutes. They just all played so well. Like, the entire starting five played so well. When they started fast, the Pistons needed to come back quickly. Like, they needed to bring that energy. And I feel like every time the Pistons responded with a run, then Orlando did the same, right? They always had a response. This was epitomized, especially when the bench came on. The Detroit bench really came and tried to give them energy. Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart, Caris LeVert, Holland, and Jenkins, Javonte as well, they really tried to give, like, they give them that jolt, when I think they were 10 points down and just coming back. But anytime that happened, when they went on a run, the Magic just found a way. I remember in the third quarter, Detroit go on a 10-0 run, tie the game at 65. They call a timeout, and then after the timeout, Orlando now go on like a 14-3 run or 12-3 run, 14-3 run, something like that. And again, they just create that buffer. And it was that response in those moments. I had not seen Orlando do this in a while. I didn't see it against Charlotte in their first game of the play-in. I didn't see it against my Celtics. Well, towards the end, I did, like the end of that game where they were tied, and then Luka Garza hit that three to just extend to give us a 3-point lead, and then we made 2 free throws and won by 5. But yeah, Orlando was just super impressive. Banchero, this is the thing. Coming into this season, the Magic I predicted them. I believe I put them top 3 in the East. The fact that they finished all the way in 8, I was super, super surprised, super shocked. But the way they attack, what position did they finish? Standings. Yeah, they finished 8th. But the way Banchero was attacking today, dude, his threes were falling. His fadeaway jump shots were falling. I remember there was a point where he was being guarded by Tobias, and then he just did the dream shake, Hakeem's dream shake, and lost him. Drains it. I'm just like, where has this guy been? Banchero, to me, was one of my favorite players last season just because of, he wasn't like making crazy shots, but just the combination of his size, his will, and the defense they played last season. And that's why I predicted them to do so well. And somewhere along this season, I just fell out of love with the Orlando Magic. I believe most people did, but the way he played this game, man, this is the Banchero I'm talking about. And if he plays this way, like, just for 2 more games, this series is going to a game 7. Because I don't believe the Pistons are going to lose again at home, especially the next one. Maybe the game 5 when it comes back, maybe. But they're capable of winning the 2 games on the road. But if Banchero plays like this, then they split it in Orlando. they come back for game 5 when it's tied 2-2. We're seeing a game 7. Like that's what I'm seeing in my eyes. Who else am I giving a shout out? Obviously, yeah, Franz Wagner was just like, and the thing is, any player who played well for the Magic, I can say both their offense and their defense impacted the game. It's not just like, oh, this guy played well on offense. No, everyone is playing defense, everyone is playing offense. But to be honest, it's the same with the Pistons, which is why this series is so close. Probably this is going to be the best series of the first round. And dude, the people just like, it's just physical. There's going to be a fight somewhere for sure. There's going to be like there has to be something. Wendell Carter Jr. He has timely 3-point shots, right? Like he's just the time, like the timeliness of them just makes sense because you can't rotate. Like let's say you're playing defense against the Magic and then you see him wide open at the 3-point line and let him shoot. Not like the way the Celtics did with Drummond. It's like, bro, you can shoot. But you can't do that with Wendell Carter Jr. And man, I was just so surprised. This was such a surprising game. Cade Cunningham. I need to give a shout out to Cade Cunningham. This man missed a whole month with a collapsed lung. I understand he's like trying to get back into the flow of the game and stuff like that. Like it takes time. But he had 4 assists in the game. And whenever Detroit are amazing is when he's getting like 8, 9, 10 assists in a game. Obviously, his playmaking has to improve. I feel like Tobias Harris really took that up. Like he was really aggressive in terms of his playmaking, especially from the post, but it just wasn't enough, you know? So yeah, definitely need more from him. Then the bench definitely need more scoring. They had Kevin Huerter 3 points, Isaiah Stewart 3 points, Caris LeVert 3 points, Holland 2 points, Jenkins 6, Green 3 points. Again, you need more scoring from the bench. The thing with the Pistons bench is they give you so much more than scoring. So none of them played badly. I wouldn't say none of them played badly, but they just need the shots to fall. Because those guys are just this team, like in terms of just playing with heart. Actually, both teams yesterday, like anyone who came into the court, bro, you're not dribbling the ball past like these tight dribbles. Like the ball will go. You go to the rim, there's 3 people attacking you. 3-point shots, like it was such a physical game, enjoyable, probably the best game 1 of all the games, and I still feel like this series is going to go 7. Like, yeah, this was solid. Again, another big shout out to Jamal Mosley. I think he gets his first road win in the playoffs as a coach. Detroit really need to get a win. Like, bro, you cannot lose 10 straight at home. They're yet to win a home game since 2008 against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. You need a win. I believe they'll get it in the second game. And yeah, if you didn't watch this game, just go watch the highlights or something and then make sure we're here for game 2. Yeah, this is Dex. This is Box to Box Hoops. If you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and I'm just going to try and cover the entire playoffs as much as I can. I'll be traveling a bit, but yeah, ball don't sleep. So we'll find